Good morning, children. Sai Ram. I hope you all are doing well and studying regularly, right? Before we start with this chapter, I want you to be ready with your pen and notepad to jot down the important points, if any. Children, once again reminding you to read the lessons thoroughly and go as per the instructions given to you in the previous lectures. So, children, in the last chapter, that is chapter 4, we saw two cases, right? Situated in different places and points to show how girls and boys were brought up or are socially different, isn't it? Children, in the last chapter, we also saw that it addressed to the fact that societies assign different values to the role men and women play and the work they do, which becomes a basis of inequality and discrimination. In this chapter, that is chapter 5, Women Change the World, we are going to learn about ideas around gender inequalities in the world of work and women's struggle for equality. So, children, this chapter also points out that opportunities like education are not equally available to boys and girls. So, children, by reading about the lives of two Indian women from the 19th and 20th century, we will see how women struggled to change their lives by learning to read and write. We will understand that change on large scale usually takes place through collective struggles. This chapter concludes with a photo essay that gives example of different strategies the women's movement has used to fight for change. So let us start now. Now let us understand the first topic, that is few opportunities and rigid expectations. So what do we mean by this? Children, we all know that women have fewer job opportunities as compared to men, right? This we have already seen in the last chapter. Now, why do women have fewer job opportunities? Why is that so? This is because of the certain beliefs of people in the society. It is because of the certain beliefs that people have about women. It is also because of certain stereotypes. Now, what are the stereotypes and what are the beliefs? Let us understand this first. Children, when we talk about nurse, what comes to our mind first? A lady dressed in white dress, isn't it? So, it is believed that people believe that women are good caretakers. They take good care of the people at home as well as outside. So, what happens naturally is when we think about nurse, a lady comes in our mind. This is a basic belief that our society has. Similarly, when we talk about pilot or when we talk about any other technical occupation, a man comes to our mind. That is, it is a belief of many people that women are not capable to handle technical occupation. But do you think it is correct, children? Of course not. Women have proved over and over again that they have the capability and they can, do all the things that men can do. But then what happens because of all this? Because of these stereotypes, it leads to discrimination in the form of lack of opportunities for women. And because of this, still in many places, as soon as a small girl, attains minimum education, she is encouraged by the family to see marriage as her main aim in life. So, do you think it is correct, children? If a girl wants to pursue her career, or if she dreams of becoming, or for that matter, pursuing the occupation that she wants, don't you feel that she should be given that opportunity? Doesn't she have that right? Yes, she has. There are a lot of efforts taken by women movement to change the discrimination. 83.6% of the working women are engaged in agricultural work. If we talk about teachers, there are many females, more females than the males. If we talk about scientist and pilot, what comes to our mind is male and not female, right? All this is what? This is all stereotypes. So, many people think that women are better as nurses. Why is this so? It is linked to the role of women in the family. Due to stereotyping that science requires technical mind, girls lag in this field like engineering. So why is that so? Because it is a preconceived notion, that girls lack technical knowledge or they are not capable to handle technical things. Now, before we move ahead, let us understand what is stereotype. This we have already learnt in the last class, just a small revision of it. So when we believe that people belonging to a particular group based on religion, wealth, language are bound to have certain fixed characteristics or can only do a certain type of work. So because so many people believe in these stereotypes, many girls do not get the same support that boys do to study and train to become doctors and engineers. As I said, in most families, once girls finish school, they are encouraged by the families to see marriage as their main aim. Now let us understand this more. Breaking stereotypes. Engine drivers are men, but 27-year-old Lakshmi Lakra from a poor tribal family in Jharkhand has begun to change things. She is the first women engine driver for Northern Railways. Lakshmi's parents are not literate, but they struggled and overcame many hardships to make sure their children got an education. Lakshmi studied in government school. Even in school, Lakshmi helped with the housework and did odd jobs. She studied hard and did well, and then went on to get a diploma in electronics. She then took the railway board exam and passed it on her first attempt. Lakshmi says, I love challenges, and the moment somebody says it is not for girls, I make sure I go ahead and do it. Lakshmi has had to do this several times in her life. When she wanted to take electronics, when she rode motorcycle at the polytechnic, and when she decided to become an engine driver. Her philosophy is simple. As long as I am having fun without harming anyone, as long as I am doing well and helping my parents, why should I not lead a lifestyle of my choice? It is important, children, to understand that we live in a society in which the children face pressures from the world around them. Sometimes these come in the form of demands from adults, and at other times it is because of the unfair teasing of their own friends. Boys are pressurized to think about getting a job that will pay a good salary. They are also teased and bullied if they do not behave like other boys. For example, children, last year we learned how boys at an early age are encouraged not to cry in front of others, isn't it? So, slowly and gradually, we observe that many children are going to school now, and this is something very positive, isn't it? Girls are also sent to schools for education. In the present scenario, it is difficult for us to imagine that school and learning could be seen as out of bounds or not appropriate for some children, isn't it? Earlier, children used to learn their family work, and there were communities where girls were not allowed to learn and study, but boys were, right? In fact, in cases like pottery, weaving and crafts, girls' contribution was considered just. It was considered very supportive. It was in 19th century when number of new notions about education and learning developed. School started becoming common for girls as well as boys, and also for the children from all the communities. Though girls still faced a lot of opposition, efforts were made to open schools for them, but women struggled to learn to read and write. Children, with this I end part 1 of chapter 5, Women Change the World, here. See you in the next part, that is part 2 of the same chapter. Till then, goodbye and keep learning.